And hello there folks, this is RJB and today I have Burgersasu and the guy called k0k0k0k0k0k0k0k0k0k0k0. I think that's all the K's. How many is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 K's. I'm gonna call him Ko. There's not really a point in just saying all of this, is there? He's on the Terran, a purple Terran. Burgersasu is on the yellow Zerg. Oh yeah, Burgersasu returning yet again on the Zerg. It is always great to watch Burgersasu play Zerg. This game is from 2019, May 1st or maybe May 10th. It's one of those days from about 3 years ago. It's already 3.5 years ago. Almost 3.5 years ago. A long, long time ago. But the games from back then were already awesome as hell. So Zerg against Terran. Who is k0k0k0k0k0k0? I don't know. But I do feel this guy's got some great skills under his belt. So I do hope he's gonna put up a great fight for Burgersasu and maybe even defeat him. Who knows? Burgersasu is the one guy everybody wants to beat. The guy plays a lot of 1v1. He's one of the best ever in 1v1. Plays a lot of Zerg and Terran against Protoss. This time around against Terran. Most fastest 1v1 players kind of like to play Protoss because it is without a doubt the strongest race on fastest map. You just cannot reject it. You cannot ignore the fact. It is true. But when you have one of these players like Burgersasu, they can sometimes make Protoss not look that strong because their Zerg and Terran is so damn good. His Zerg and Terran is amazing. So what are we up to today? What are we up to? What is he gonna do? He's got hatchery in the front, hatchery in the back, a pool as well, and a gas already on the way after only adding on 2 hatcheries and a pool. So it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be a very fast gas, only on 9 drones, soon gonna be 8. Because you're gonna be a little sunken there in the front. Both players know what the opponent's race is. They don't play random against random in Korea that much. They mostly they pick their races. That's basically what they do. They pick their races. Because there are a lot of small little details at the start that they do differently depending on what the enemy's race is. I guess they're coming out from k0k0k0k0. Academy, they're also already on the way. So I assume this is a 8 supply, 9 barracks, 11 barracks, 13 barracks build order. Otherwise, you would not be able to get the gas that early on. Same with the Academy. You would only be able to get those a little bit later on into the game if you go for a barracks or for a supply depot. It kind of changes your gas timing, I think about 20 or so seconds, maybe even 30 seconds. There's a small difference here and there. And I think in Terran against Zerg, you really want the gas really early. Against Protoss, it is less important. You just want Marines out really early. So 2 Sunkas in the front, got 14 drones in total. They're already on the way. SB running in circles, around and round it goes. Oh, it no longer does. It's gonna go down very soon. SV on the hunt. This is prime StarCraft. Checks the front. He knows he's gonna die, so he's just gonna check the choke to see how many Sunkens are there. Because there might have been a small chance that he could break through with the amount of Marines he already had. But nope, not gonna happen. It's triple sunken wall in the front. Never gonna break through. He is not getting early stim. Maybe he already got it while I was looking at the SCV, but there's no... Oh, there it is. Stim is on the way. Engineering bay on the way. Starport and factory. He wanted to get the factory before stim. He wanted to get the starport before stim. So it kind of makes me believe he's either going for a very fast dropship to try and catch Burgersasu with his pants down on the toilet. No defenses whatsoever. Usually that is what happens when a player goes for factory starport before they get their stim upgrade. Because getting stim upgrade first would of course slow down the factory and the starport. So that's going to be an interesting one to keep our eyes on. You might go for a science facility instead. But I see a control tower being added on. That leads me to believe it is going to be a dropship. I think it is a dropship. Zergling there on the middle, keeping tabs on what k0k0 is doing. k0k0 there arriving on the middle. That's way too many Sunkens to try and break through, though. You're never going to break through this with those Marines. This is like a... This is an insanely... He's even getting too many Sunkens in the front here. And nothing in the back. A dropship is on the way. They're in the starport, so yeah, I guessed it right. A dropship is going to be getting some turrets in the back against the Mutalisks. We've got a couple of Mutalisks on the way there from Burgersasu, and 27 drones in total. 4 Mutalisks are on the way. The tank has arrived. They're on the scene in the front. Started sieging up at 5:30. The timing is a little bit slowed down, because I think the fastest you can get a tank sieged up here on the middle is 5:15. But 5:30 is good, keeping in mind the fact you wanted to get that very fast dropship. And the dropship is already coming across the map. Wonder what he's going to pick up. Most likely Marines with 1 medic, or maybe 6 Marines and 2 medics. It is 1 medic, 7 Marines. Going to find himself a way into Burgersasu's base, and there's no protection in the back, but the first Mutalisks are finishing up. What a Queen's Nest on the way there as well. With a total of 8 Mutalisks in total. Should have a pretty good shot at taking down those tanks here. The dropship is still flying back and forth, looking for a way in. I think he found the Overlord on the bottom side and decided, let's just fly all the way around and look for another way in. But there's Overlords here as well. Although, there's a pretty good opening right here. Still gonna get spotted out by the Overlord, which is probably going to save Burgersasu's life. Because the Mutalisks are returning back home. Marines are unloading, but the Mutalisks already arriving on the scene and they're gonna save the day. So the setup for the dropship, it really relies on the opponent not being able to defend. But, you know, given the fact Burgersasu went for very fast Mutalisks, defending is gonna be easy. Triple tanks are on the front, took down the hatchery. 4 Sunken's gonna try to take down more. Gonna micro here back and forth, taking down the tanks. Marines trying to defend. We have 4 barracks in total. Science facility in the back as well. Level 1 attack. He's getting level 1 armor instead of level 1 attack. 5 turrets there to protect. Marines and tanks are all balling up here in the front around the bunker and the turret, because the Mutalisks are flying in circles around like vultures, hunting for Marines that are straggling about all by themselves. So Burgersasu is really good at that. Just flying around and finding single units to kill left and right. You cannot, at any point in the game against Burgersasu, let your guard down. You cannot play sloppy. And the movement from Burgersasu around the middle is actually catching k0k0 off guard. Tanks there in the front getting taken down. Marines being pulled back to the bunkers. All the tanks have stopped. The push has stopped, which is taking a lot of pressure off of Burgersasu's shoulders. He no longer has to worry about this choke. Now we can just focus on getting bigger, richer, and getting a pretty good unit combination up and running to attack and hopefully kill k0k0. But here the vessels are on the scene. That's a Radiate. Having trouble splitting up the Mutalisks. I think he did quite some damage to the Mutalisk with that Radiate there. But he kept 8 of them alive, and the Mutalisks do recover a little bit of health over time. You can see it in action. Yeah, there it is. 96 to 97. Very slowly getting health back. There's another vessel there with a Radiate. Ready to go. Well, almost got the energy for it. One vessel gonna get taken down. Oh, keeps it alive. Marines scaring the Mutalisks away. Gonna try to fly over towards the middle, towards the bunkers, but he needs to get one more Radiate down on the Mutalisks to try and cripple the amount of Mutalisks and hope that Burgersasu makes a mistake. Burgersasu splitting up really fast. Impressive stuff once again, but does lose 2 Mutalisks in the process. k0k0 now on 42 SCVs in total, 108 supply, getting a whole lot more starports, getting raids, getting some Valkyries as well. But it turns out Burgersasu might not go for... He is going for Guardians. 1 Devar, and that's about 6 Guardians in total. Also has Lurker aspect finish up. Morphing Lurkers now. He's getting consumed, so Defilers are also on the way. He's going for a very diverse unit composition. And he's hoping that k0k0 is not prepared to defend against it. k0k0 kind of stopped investing into tanks, hasn't built a tank at all for a little while. He's more so playing this how you would play on a normal map, where tanks in a Terran against Zerg aren't really built at all, at least not anymore. It's largely Marines, vessels, medics, firebats against Lurkers, Swarm, and whatever else the Zerg decides to throw at the Terran. So Wraiths are on the map. Wraiths are going to scare those Guardians away and keep the middle here secured. But the Scorchers are coming in as the Overlord provides detection. Scorchers take down the Wraiths. Now 39 drones in total. A couple of Lurkers there ready to go. Waiting for the Defiler to arrive. I don't see the Defiler. Looks like he did not make the Defiler. I just don't see it anywhere at all. Maybe you do, but I don't see a Defiler. So upgrades are on the way. Level 1 attack, Carapace, and attack, I guess. There's 2 attack upgrades in there. A couple of Zerglings for consume. Defiler is on the way. We got upgrades on the way there for k0k0 as well. Finally making 1 tank, but mostly just making Wraiths. And the 1 Defiler is going to have a great day against those Wraiths, and so are the Scorches. What matters most, though, is the Lurker-Defiler combination of Burgersasu, now up to 45 drones. 60 SCVs there for k0k0. k0k0 is waiting to strike. He's waiting to strike. Does not have a very strong unit combination here, though. This is not a very strong unit combination against specifically Lurker Swarm, although the Vessel there in the mix could radiate the 1 Defiler and slow down the Dark Swarm Lurker push that Burgersasu is most likely going to use. But for now, both players are kind of just massing up, balling up. k0k0 already almost maxed out, largely on a Marine Vessel Wraith. Flying back and forth, hunting for an Overlord, can't quite find it. Does find one right there though. So he is finding, he's getting some results. Burgersasu now on 55 drones, needs a couple more Overlords, but mostly focused on getting every single upgrade a Zerg can possibly get. Hydralisk attack range, getting Plague. There's the upgrades for Zerglings and Hydralisks. And getting a couple more Overlords as well. Just slowly growing bigger as k0k0 is not pushing forward at the moment. Comes in there, gonna try to hunt down those Overlords. Devourer there gets a shot up on the Valkyries. Valkyries going straight forward. Vessel gets taken down there by the Scorches, so he prevents losing any of his drones. Beautiful job. Does take down almost all of the Wraiths. The Wraiths are simply not that tanky. They just die really quick. A couple more Wraiths there still in the middle. Valkyries, just compare. 120 HP against 200 HP. Valkyries have a level 2 armor by default. The Wraiths don't. They have 0 armor. So Wraiths die really quick. Valkyries can stay alive really easily for longer times because they take less damage, have more health. So more Lurkers are on the way, getting more hatcheries. Got 7 on the top, 5 on the bottom. That's number 6, so that's about 13 hatcheries in total. He's growing bigger really quick, getting a second Spire as well. And here comes the Dark Swarm to keep k0k0 out of his base. k0k0 getting bigger as well, getting 1 more command center, going to fill out the bottom side of the gas there. Is finally getting more factories because the current approach from k0k0 isn't really doing much. Unsieges the tanks, pulls back. Marines are splitting up, pulling back. They don't want to fight against the Lurker Swarm. The fire there gets radiated. Gonna get 1 more Dark Swarm up there a little bit closer to the Marines and advance those Lurkers forward after both these tanks get taken down. Now Hydralisk, Zergling, Guardian also leaving the base. 2 more Defilers are in the back. 3 more Defilers in the back. Got about 10 Lurkers now in total. 8 Lurkers. I guess 2 of them went down. Large ball of Marines fighting into the Lurkers, killing a lot of... Oh, we get so many kills, but now the Lurkers are buried up. Dark Swarm is on the scene, and all the Marines are getting mowed down. This is one of the bloodiest scenes I've seen in StarCraft history. Now he's going to push forward into the base. He doesn't have a lot of tanks, doesn't have any vessels. He made the wrong unit combination. He was kind of playing it like a normal map, but you cannot play Zerg against Terran like a normal map on fastest map, because there's just a lot of different strategies that Zerg will use, and Dark Swarm Lurker is one of them. It just works very differently. Guardians coming in from the backside didn't waste a single unit. Vessels moving forward. Do we have a Radiate? Not yet. The target, of course, being the Defilers. The Defiler there consuming a couple of units. Gonna throw a Dark Swarm right on top of... Nothing yet. There it is. Burrowing up. Marines too far forward. Marines getting mowed down, getting absolutely obliterated. More Marines moving forward, but they can't really damage all of the units that are under the Dark Swarm, so he pulls back a little bit more, and I think that is honestly the game. Because Burgersasu is inside the base, and there's nothing that can kill the Defilers, nothing that can kill the Lurkers. It is just a forward movement from this point onwards for Burgersasu. Units keep coming from the base. There are a lot of units. Zerglings, Hydralisk, level 1 upgrade on both. The fighters are in the mix, throwing down the Dark Swarms. You got Valkyries in the air, but there are no air units except that one Guardian. There are no air units for those Valkyries to kill. He needed vessels, he needed tanks, and he had neither of the two. Vessels getting taken down, yeah, that's GG, calls GG, and k0k0 loses the game. k0k0 loses the game. Burgersasu shows that he's pretty damn good. I'm sure you agree. He's pretty damn good. And you know what? I want to do another game. So let's find a random game somewhere in the list with Burgersasu and do that one as well. Just let me find something. I'm just looking for a game. Burgersasu. Burgersasu. You know what? Let's do Burgersasu against Leebokgu. I got a Burgersasu against Leebokgu right here. And we are more familiar with Leebokgu than with k0k0. Leebokgu is going to be a worthy opponent, ready to give Burgersasu a tough, difficult time. So here they are. Leebokgu on the orange Terran. We've got Burgersasu on the brown Protoss on the other side of the map. The 9 o'clock spawn location against the 5 o'clock spawn location. This one is going to be a banger. Hopefully. Let's not jinx it. Let's not ruin it. Burgersasu on the Protoss. We don't see it much. Because pretty much all the replays, like 60... No. I'm saying it wrong. 80% of the replays that Burgersasu has, or that I have of Burgersasu, are him on Terran or Zerg, and the other 20% is on Protoss. And most of the time he plays Terran or Zerg against really good players. Really good players. Not often against... Well, he plays Terran Zerg against everyone. That is basically it. He plays Terran Zerg against everyone, whatever matchup they want to, he plays it. Protoss, not that much, because he thinks Protoss is too easy. So we're going to see right here. Is Protoss too easy for Burgersasu? We're going to see it against Leebokgu. A worthy, strong, time-proven opponent. He's proved himself time and time again. What is he gonna show us? What is he gonna make Burgersasu play against? There's an 8 barracks, 9 supply. Wait, no, the other way around. Wait. Yeah, it's an 8 barracks, supply, barracks, barracks. That is the standard build order Leebokgu will pretty much go for every single game. Every single game that he's Terran, this is what he's gonna do. And that's largely because this is just the best build order you can do. I think this is the best opening for a Terran on fastest map in 1 versus 1. It gives you some early fighting power to defend and attack. And if the opponent is defending and you cannot attack, you just stop making Marines and go for a double command center in the back. You have so many different options to go for, depending on the situation that you're in. This is simply the best. So it's a 2 gateway Nexus build order from Burgersasu, gonna give him a nice continuous production of zealots to enter the map and keep the Terran back and get 2 cannons here in the front, while here in the back he's gonna get double gas, forge, cybercore. Double gas, most likely cybercore before the forge. Maybe both at the same time. Some players mix it up a little bit. Zealots have found a Marine. They're on the wrong side of the map though. He has not yet found the origin of that Marine. Well, it's a Marine, yeah. Hasn't found out yet where it's coming from. He's assuming it is on the top corner, so he's sending every single unit to the top corner. Whereas Leebokgu is getting a command center, might get another one as well. Most likely will not get a third command center. Academy there, gas already on the way. Usually when they get a third command center, you will see the command center before the academy and the gas, and then they get double gas at the same time. The fact that he's getting academy and gas before that, we won't be seeing a third command center anytime soon. So keeps on producing Marines. He's got a pretty nice group of Marines there in the front. Got 5 Zealots there in the middle. 2 more there on the way. And this is number 3, so it's going to be about 8 Zealots in total. The Marine force here at the moment should be stronger than those Zealots, given the condition, of course, that those Marines are at least microed a little bit. Leebokgu starts building a wall in the front. Cybercore is finished up there for Burgersasu, getting a Citadel of a Dune and a robotics facility. Zealots are trying to get something done, trying to make something happen, but the Marine count, the group of Marines, is too big. Returns back home, where 2 cannons are on the way. A little bit late, so he will have to fight back against those Marines to protect the choke, because it's going to take a while before the cannon finishes up. And yeah, he goes back in, tries to get a surround on at least a group of the Marines, but Leebokgu goes backwards, not going to let Burgersasu get the better of him, pushes him back to his own base, but Burgersasu bought just enough time. Right? He bought enough time? Yeah, he bought just enough time to make sure both cannons in the front are finished up, and those Marines can no longer push forward. Your home factory is being built, engineering bay on the way, Stim is finished up, got triple medics there as well, gonna heal up that entire ball of Marines, but I think they're gonna stay here back at home to defend. I don't think he's gonna try to break through the triple cannon wall in the front. He might try it, but for as far as I know Leebokgu, he's more so the type of player to not really take risks. And attacking in the front here, that would most certainly be a risky call. Level 1 attack on the way there for the Zealots. Zealot speed on the way as well. Shuttle speed being researched. No cannons in the back yet. Double Reaver on the way, so this is probably going to be a frontal Zealot Reaver attack. Zealots with speed come running in. Level 1 attack is going to finish up at about the same time. The Reaver carrying the shuttle carrying 2 Reavers is going to land here in the front and try to break down the wall and keep the Marines away, because Scarabs absolutely destroy Marines. But Leebokgu scanned the choke, so he moves into the middle of the map. He's either going to try to break through the front door, which I don't think would be a smart idea, or he's going to try to catch that shuttle with the 2 Reavers out here on the middle of the map. That is something I see these players do time and time again, trying to outsmart the opponent. But the Zealots are in the front. Shuttle is flying forward. Zealots are moving in. Marines are there in the back, ready to flank from behind. Oh, there's the Shuttle Reaver. He gets the shuttle. Takes down one Reaver. The Marines do go down there, though. He's going to try to finish off the Reaver. Gets the Reaver after all. So it all worked out, but it did cost him about 20 Marines in total. And now he doesn't have a lot of Marines left here back at home. So the Zealots actually do pose a threat. Got a bunker there, though. The bunkers are his saving grace. A double tank as well. So he pulls around. Doesn't want to lose those Zealots. At least not yet. He wants to achieve something. What matters most is Leebokgu managed to stop Burgersasu's attack completely with a smart movement onto the middle of the map. So we got about 2 shuttles there. Gonna try to land some units behind the hill. 8 Zealots behind the hill. Gonna try to take down turrets, attack Marines, just be annoying. Gonna try to be annoying. So sends over the shuttle. Unloads behind the hill. Gonna take down the turrets. Shuttle do stay alive. Marines stimming in on the chase, ignoring the turrets for now. Looks like he's gonna discontinue his plans and return back home, back to the drawing board, back to his desk, and write up a new proposal for a new plan on how to break Leebokgu. So turrets on the top, engineering bay there being built to get extra vision up on the high ground. Same here, engineering bay for being put up onto the high ground. 2 tanks in a dropship, ready to hit those probes, but he has 6 cannons in total. He's scanned ahead, so he's got the information. Now he just has to get a location to drop those tanks and get them onto their destination to destroy those probes. That's the idea. Like, he decides against it. Let's just put the tanks on the high ground and be annoying from a distance and try to kill anything that comes within the tank range. But Leebokgu, Burgersasu, a quick player, quick thinker, just gonna put 2 zealots up on the high ground and take down both of those tanks. Dropship gonna return back home. Do we have upgrades on the Marines? Level 1 attack. Level 2 attack is on the way. I like that. Most players do not get level 2 attack, but I think it is really useful. Getting a vessel, getting EMP as well. A large amount of turrets on the top. Small amount of turrets on the bottom side. You got ghosts on the way for lockdown. I like that. He's gonna play the lockdown defense with ghosts. Not something we often see, but something which most certainly is beautiful to look at. Big, massive shuttle drop there on the way. Corsairs ready to assist and protect. Marines are in between. Marines are gonna stim down the shuttles, but he's having trouble target firing. So Burgersasu does arrive on the scene. He's got a Templar there as well. Templar Storm. Templar hits everything, but not everything dies. I think he got... I can't even see how many he killed, but I think he killed about 15. Takes down the Reavers, takes down the Zealots. That attack was a massive failure. But it being a massive failure is not too bad for Burgersasu. It is bad in the sense that Leebokgu is now becoming a ticking time bomb, because Leebokgu is getting pretty big. 138 supply, 55 SCVs, getting the 3rd command center as well. Got Ghosts ready to lock down those shuttles. Coming in for the bottom corner. Not a lot of protection here. He just has to respond with the Marines there, though. Comes in. No lockdown. EMPs! Oh my god. Perfect EMP. Oh. Beautifully done by Leebokgu. Beautifully defended. Did take down the 2 turrets there, though. But the drop itself was a failure yet again. A defensive Leebokgu is difficult to break, even for Burgersasu. Leebokgu's just been playing very, very smart. So Burgersasu is gonna pull another trick from his sleeve. It is the double shuttle drop attack from 2 directions. One from the top that is there to distract, and the rear one from the bottom side. He's getting distracted. It's a fake one. The real one arriving on the scene starts unloading. Templar on the scene. Templar gonna storm. Storms on the Marines. Storms on the SCVs. And everything is dead and gone. Only 16 SCVs left alive. Burgersasu has successfully done it. And Leebokgu tried to play it a little bit too risky. He tried to snipe the High Templar, but sometimes in all the chaos, you simply cannot see the High Templar, and you cannot storm to death. You cannot do it. It's impossible. Sometimes it is impossible. So Leebokgu gambled. Tried to make some fancy defensive plays, and he paid the price. So now it is actually going to be extremely extra difficult for Leebokgu to stay alive, because he's got 24 SCVs, almost no money in the bank, and he doesn't have a whole lot of gas either. So all Burgersasu has to do is just kill units. Just kill anything. Doesn't matter what it is, you just kill stuff. That's all he has to do. Because replacing what you lose at this point for Leebokgu, it is going to be costly. It's going to be so costly that he cannot even actually afford replacing units that die. He cannot afford it. And a lot of units are going to die because this is a very big Zealot attack coming in, and he's got a pretty big shuttle Corsair drop there coming in from the left side as well. Has some vision there with the dropship. Got some ghosts there on the scene. The drop as well. Marines in between. Ready to snipe. The attack on the front is massive. So it has to take down those depots first. Here comes the drop. Locks it all down. Templar unloads there though. Templar storms. Oh no, and that's GG. That's GG. Almost got the shuttle. Almost got the shuttle. Yeah, it unloaded from this one. This one, you got it completely clean. This unloaded one single High Templar before it got locked down, and you killed whatever was left on the minerals, and it wins the game very quickly. Like the first 10 minutes, it looked like Leebokgu was defending just fine, smooth sailing with the wind, sails set high on the sea, a calm sea, enjoying himself a nice little summer trip. But then, Burgersasu strikes, and when he strikes and hits, he is gonna completely destroy you, quick and easy, within the blink of an eye. So a double win there for Burgersasu. His opponents stood a chance, but in the end, didn't stand enough of a chance to be able to win the game. Thank you for watching. It was RJB for RJB TV, and I do hope to see you return whenever I make the next video. Hasta la vista.